Hey guys. Okay, so I'm Durani. I just kind of wanted to start this channel just because for new face painters that kind of don't know what to buy, and it's just kind of like a trial period where you have to buy it to see if you like it. You kind of just waste a lot of money. So let me just give you a little bit of background about me. So I've been face painting for about 2 years. I learned on my own through YouTube, uh, through following other artists, and just really just practicing on my arm, and any kids that come over. So this channel is just going to be like me talking about the products and how I feel about them, and I'll test them out and try them out, so that way when you go to buy them, you kind of know, you get a little bit more feel of what you're buying. So here we go. This one's going to be about all the whites. Not all the whites, so just these 3 whites that I have now, that I've tried over the years. So my favorite is Wolf White. So there's nothing that compares to Wolf White. But alternatives are DFX, the Chameleon, or the Kryvaline creamy brand. So let's go ahead and go in, try this one, DFX. So I really like this one. It's kind of like the Wolf White, and I'm going to use the number 3 Princeton. So it's kind of like the Wolf White, but it's a little thicker, I think. So when you're at a gig, it kind of clumps up a little bit, but it does the same effect as Wolf. It's just as bright. It's just a little creamier, and then depending on the weather, it just kind of clumps up. And then again, it just all depends on how much water you put in, if you find the right consistency, so that when you dive back in, you have a really good consistency to just pick up from, instead of just kind of adding water if it's too dry or too wet. So I think it's pretty good here now. I already used this paint earlier today, so I don't think it needs a lot of water. So it's gonna just go in here. So you can see it's really good coverage. It's smooth. It's very smooth. Wolf is smoother, but sometimes you don't always find Wolf. So I'm just gonna go. So it's pretty good. That's Diamond FX. And I love it. So my next go-to is this chameleon. So for this one, I haven't used this one. I used this one at 2 gigs, so 2-hour gigs that I had, and it's already like this. Like you can already see the bottom. So I feel like it went fast. I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel like it flew. I mean, I did use it a lot, but then not as much, I kind of want to say. Just kind of basic, but I feel like it went by fast. So in terms of like lasting, I think I want to say this one, and this one is better. This one, it just feels like I just bought it and it was new 2 days ago, and now you could see the bottom. So, and really get in there, get a good consistency. Don't be afraid to put in your brush. You just buy new brushes when they're not working the same anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in here. Okay, so let's do the other. A little too watery. Let's mix it in a little bit more. Same thing, just as bright. It flows just as good. Too watery. I have to get I'm not used to this consistency. This is a new one. It's the first time I try it. So you get to know your whites. You get to know how much water you need in them. Okay, so that's Chameleon. It's pretty good. Last but not least, the Kryvaline Creamy. I really like this one too. This one's just, it's so creamy. It might need a little bit more water, but overall it's the same feel. Flows off smooth, but it's creamy and you can tell the difference right away. I don't like to use this one at gigs because it just needs more water, so I kind of have to go back in there a lot, and it dries out fast when I leave it without, you know, using it for on a face or two. So let's go in now, see how it is. I have this little pool that I can, this little dry area and this little wet area. So hopefully I'm good here. So this one is the same thing. They look all the same. So when you don't have that wolf, you know what would be a good brand for line work. It's good for starburst. Of course, when it's really dry, it gets too clumpy and you can't do the starburst. That's one thing I don't like. With wolf, it doesn't do that. It doesn't get clumpy. But right now, I guess because we're inside, it's good. So looks good. See how clumpy it gets? This one gets a little clumpy, so it's not good on the starburst. It's already getting clumpy. See how dry it's getting? But you just have to keep adding more water. I don't like that. I don't like doing that. So that's pretty much it. That's that. All the whites, they look the same. I don't know about blending. This is just line work. So maybe that'll be another video. So this is what we have here. So you can see what they look like. Okay. And thanks for watching, guys. Follow me. I'm on Instagram at Durani's Dazzling Brush. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.